Welcome, everyone. Today, we're going to journey into the microscopic powerhouse that runs our cells, and in a way, our lives. You may have heard of them in biology class, mitochondria. But did you know they're so much more than the powerhouses of the cell? We're talking about essential players in life's biggest processes, from aging to disease prevention, and even the evolution of sex itself. Stick around as we uncover what mitochondria really are, and why they matter so much to everything from our health to our very existence. Let's start with the basis. Mitochondria are tiny, bean-shaped organelles inside almost every cell in our bodies. Their primary job? Producing energy. Mitochondria take in nutrients, break them down, and create adenosine triphosphate, or ATP. Think of ATP as a little energy packet that powers everything from muscle movement to heartbeat to brain activity. Basically, if we didn't have ATP, we'd be, lifeless. But why are mitochondria so good at making energy? It all comes down to their structure. Inside each mitochondrion are these folded, maze-like membranes. This folding creates a huge surface area where chemical reactions can happen efficiently and continuously. These reactions are part of a process called oxidative phosphorylation. A bit of a mouthful, but it's basically the ultimate energy conversion machine in our cells. Imagine them as tiny engines, constantly churning out fuel to keep us going. But mitochondria are much more complex than they first seem. They play a surprising role in everything from our health to the mysteries of aging. So where did mitochondria come from? To understand this, we need to go back in time, way back. About 2 billion years ago, Earth's atmosphere was changing. Oxygen levels were rising, and this caused a major challenge for life, as it existed back then. Around this time, scientists believed that a simple, larger cell engulfed a smaller, oxygen-using bacterium. But here's where things get interesting. Rather than digesting this bacterium, the two formed a partnership. Over time, the bacterium evolved to become the mitochondria we know today. It's called the endosymbiotic theory, and it's one of the most accepted ideas about how complex cells like ours evolved. Why was this partnership so special? Well, the bacterium turned mitochondrion provided a massive energy boost, allowing the host cell to survive and even thrive in the new oxygen-rich environment. With this new power source, cells could grow larger and more complex. And that's where things really took off. This single event is believed to have paved the way for complex, multicellular organisms, plants, animals, and eventually us. So in a way, every complex life form on Earth, from plants to humans, owes its existence to this ancient bacterial partnership. Without mitochondria, life on Earth might never have gone beyond simple bacteria. Now, let's fast forward to today and look at mitochondria's role in keeping us healthy or unhealthy. Most people don't know that mitochondria are also involved in deciding when a cell should die, in a process called apoptosis, or programmed cell death. Apoptosis is like the body's way of cleaning up and maintaining health by removing old, damaged, or potentially harmful cells. But what happens if apoptosis doesn't work properly? Cells that should die keep living, leading to an imbalance. This is a major factor in diseases like cancer, where cells avoid apoptosis and keep multiplying uncontrollably. Research into cancer treatments has shifted toward understanding mitochondria's role in apoptosis. Because if we can trigger this process in cancer cells, we may be able to stop the disease's progression. This connection between mitochondria and disease isn't just limited to cancer. There's a growing body of research that ties mitochondrial dysfunction to conditions like Alzheimer's, diabetes, and even heart disease. So, by studying mitochondria, scientists hope to discover new ways to prevent and treat some of the biggest health challenges we face today. Have you ever wondered why we age? Why do our cells start to slow down? And why do we experience wrinkles, gray hair, and other signs of aging? One big part of the answer lies in our mitochondria. As they produce energy, they also create byproducts, called reactive oxygen species, or ROS. Think of ROS as tiny molecules that can damage cell structures over time. Too much ROS leads to oxidative stress, which damages proteins, lipids, and even DNA within cells. As we get older, this damage builds up, causing cells to function less efficiently. This is one reason scientists believe our bodies age. And this theory, known as the mitochondrial theory of aging, is getting a lot of attention. Researchers are exploring whether protecting mitochondria from ROS or even boosting their efficiency could slow down aging and extend our lifespans. Imagine if we could delay aging simply by protecting our mitochondria. Some scientists are looking into antioxidant treatments that specifically target mitochondria, while others are studying how exercise and diet can support mitochondrial health. It's a thrilling area of research, with huge implications for the future of health and longevity. Alright, here's a twist you might not have. Expected mitochondria are also deeply connected to why we have two sexes. In sexual reproduction, we inherit our nuclear DNA from both parents, but our mitochondrial DNA only comes from our mothers. Why? It's because mitochondria in the father's sperm don't make it to the offspring. This pattern of inheritance helps maintain mitochondrial quality across generations, avoiding potential conflicts between mitochondrial DNA from each parent, which could disrupt cellular function. This uniparental inheritance pattern only from the mother has had a big influence on the evolution of sexual reproduction. By ensuring that only one set of mitochondrial DNA is passed on, cells can avoid conflicts that might otherwise damage cell function. Some scientists even believe this played a role in why we evolved with two sexes, instead of reproducing asexually, like bacteria do. Isn't it fascinating to think that something as tiny as mitochondria could have shaped such a fundamental aspect of biology? From powering our cells to deciding when they die, influencing aging, and even guiding the evolution of sexual reproduction. Mitochondria are far more than just energy producers. They are central players in the story of life itself, holding the keys to understanding some of biology's biggest mysteries. Without mitochondria, life as we know it simply wouldn't exist. So, next time you hear someone call mitochondria the powerhouse of the cell, remember they are so much more than that. They are the hidden rulers of life, silently guiding our health, aging, and even our evolutionary path. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into the amazing world of mitochondria. If you enjoyed learning about how these tiny powerhouses shape our lives, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below with what you'd like to learn about next. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the wonders of life that are hidden right inside us.